Mike Miller here with the Hall Brothers Racing. Got the Hotsy Raminator monster truck sitting here. Just on display all week for the Husker Harvest Days. Kind of hanging out, drawing people in for pressure washing and stuff. But as far as the truck goes, we got a body styles a 2012 Ram. We run 22 gallons of methanol is what we hold, for fuel. Run a 565 cubic inch Hemi motor, puts out about 2,000 horsepower. Run a 2-speed power glide transmission in it. Truck stands about 10 foot tall and about 12.5 foot wide and weighs about 10,000 pounds. This is the actual race one here we have behind us here. It's kind of a backup unit for us right now. We don't run it full time, but it's ready to go if we ever need it. Next year though, Hotsy's up their contract and it will be on the track full time with our other two running next year. So be a pretty cool deal, and be good to see all three trucks out there racing all together. Suspension on the truck, we run nitrogen filled shocks. The main shock shafts we fill with oil. Then they have reservoirs on the side that we charge them with nitrogen, which actually holds the ride height of the truck, and between the two it kind of helps absorb the jumps and that when we do the jumps and stuff. And it's a pretty intense suspension setup, but once you start working on them and really start tearing them apart, there's really nothing to them. There's not really a whole lot up in the cab. I mean, when you're running, you got a lot of stuff going on, but we run a Randy LaJoy custom seat for the driver. It's all custom built specifically for the driver. Pretty much mold right around you, and run a 5-point safety harness up in there, so you strap yourself in the truck, you become one with the truck up in there. You don't really go anywhere. And as far as safety equipment, when we're running the trucks, we wear a 15-layer Nomex driving suit, in case we have a fire, and Hans device, and gloves and racing shoes and everything else. So if anything would happen to go wrong, we're pretty safe up in there. You got a couple fire extinguishers pointed right at the driver up in there, so if worst case scenario, you pull the pin and get the fire put out inside the cab if you ever have one of those. But hopefully that doesn't happen. We can go out there and have a good time running and win some races.